Okay everybody, so welcome you all to today's session. So students, in this particular session what we are going to do, we will be talking about your control and coordination chapter, 5 most important questions, right? So students, we talk about control and coordination chapter. One of the very important questions that is coming, okay, in your pyqs also for many time, that is name the largest part of the brain, and sometime functioning is also asked. So students, the largest part of the brain is going to be cerebrum. Okay, cerebrum. And so the functioning, thinking, analysis, the main thinking analysis of the messages will be done, students, over here, okay, in cerebrum portion, right? So cerebrum and thinking analysis, that is going to be main functions. Sensory functions will also be there. So that is the students your cerebrum doing. Okay, next question. Name the part of the brain responsible for maintaining body posture and balancing. Again student, very important question, right? Very important pyq. So answer is going to be, students, in this case as your cerebellum. Cerebellum is responsible for the maintenance of body posture and balancing, and student is the hind brain's part. Okay, if you see hind brain, right, that region's part is going to be there, that we call as your cerebellum. Okay, next question, students. Name plant hormone responsible for fruit ripening. This is also very important question, students, and answer is going to be your ethylene. So these were, students, 3 one words that are very important, right? And they have come many a time in the exams, and there is a very nice probability that they will be coming back. Okay, any of these 3 can come. Okay, so students, if we talk about, these were the one words that are very important in this chapter. After that, student, one question that is a explanatory question that is very important, that usually comes in this particular chapter in exams. Explain phototropic movement in plants and the role of auxin in it. So students, we know phototropic movement. What is phototropic movement? Phototropic movement, students, when any plant faces light. Okay, so plant's body will be moving towards the light, growing towards the light, like this. This type of movement is known as phototropic movement. Okay, so plant's shoot part will be moving, student, towards the light, and plant's root part, students, okay, it will be moving away from the light. Okay, so plant's root part, it is showing negative phototropic movement, and plant shoot is showing positive phototropic movement, Now students, if we talk about this particular movement, how auxin is helping in it. So auxin, students, actually it is going to be produced at the tips. So auxin, you can see, student, auxin prepared or produced at tips, and student, it got transferred to the shady region. Okay, this is the shady region where light is not falling. Here you can see light is falling from the sun, but to this side light is not falling. Okay, this auxin will move toward the shady region. Okay, auxin move to shady part or shady side of the plant, and here enlargement of cell it will be doing. Okay, these cells are going to be enlarged. Okay, so enlargement of cell will happen over here on the shady region, enlargement of cell in shady area or shady part. And students, if this plant is enlarging itself from one side, and from other side cells are like that only, so it will bend. From one side cells are enlarging, becoming elongated, and other side nothing is happening, so definitely it will bend like this. So in this way plant bend towards the light. So this question, students, is very important. Okay, in any way it can come in the pictorial manner, in direct question like this, or in some other way, indirect way. There is a hormone that is helping in the phototropic movement to the plant. Name that hormone and explain the process, like that also it can come. but it's a very important question, students. Okay, the phototropic movement in plant, how it happens and how auxin is helping in it. Okay. After that, students, explain what is synapse, explain its functioning as well. So students, we know what is synapse. Okay, joining place, junction, okay, or joining place, you can say meeting point, okay, meeting point of two neurons. So two neurons will join at this particular place if we see. So one of the neurons synaptic knob is going to be there and other neurons dendrite is going to be there. So one neurons dendrite and other neurons, students, synaptic knob, and synaptic knob, students, will be there in axon terminal or axon ending. Right. Now students, what happens here, this particular neurons whose axon terminal is there, okay, it will be sending the message to the dendritic portion of the other neuron. This is neuron 2, students, this is neuron 2 and this is your neuron 1. So one neuron first is sending the message to the neuron 2, right, like this. And students, one very interesting and important point is that this movement will be one-way movement. One-way movement. This one-way movement, students, will happen. Okay, this one-way movement will be happening. Okay, from this axon, this neuron 1 to neuron 2 only. Only this direction. Okay, not back. This direction will not happen. This is very important question. Many a time this thing has come. Okay, this is one of the way of the question. The second way is like that. Explain how the movement, or explain why or how the movement of the messages occurs at synapse in one way only. The reason is also very simple, students. If we talk about, there will be neurotransmitter special chemicals, okay, in this part, okay, here, where this junction between two neurons is happening. And if you see, there are receptors on the dendritic side only. Okay, so on dendritic side only we have receptors for this particular your neurotransmitter. On the other side, okay, synaptic knob we are not having. From that side they are excited. Okay, so message will transfer, students, okay, in one way only, because for this neurotransmitter receptors are going to be on the dendritic side only. From the first side, okay, so release of the signal will happen, on the other side they are going to be received. So if we are having reception at one side only, then definitely that message cannot be received to the other side. So one is the release point, other is the receiving point, and both are having their spatial structure and kind of function. Okay, so it will release, it will receive. If from this side to this side we want some movement, so this side also we need some reception point, that is not there. So that is what, students, the case. During this process only one way movement is taking place at the synapse, right, of the messages. Okay, and apart from that, this is going to be neuron and the structure and the functioning. So students, these were the 5 very important questions, right, regarding your control and coordination chapter. So be prepared about these questions, and there is a huge possibility that one other question will be coming from these 5 questions in the exams. Apart from that, you can learn the brain diagram also, that is also very important, the different parts of the brain and their function, and then different hormones, their function, 1 or 2 functions, then your nastic and the tropic movement. Okay, that's all. So let's meet in next wonderful session, okay, with some other questions like that for other particular chapters. Till then, take care and have a very nice day. Bye bye everybody.